All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Fallout, episode 8.
All right, this is where we get all the answers.
Yeah, clearly.
Allegedly.
Finale time. We've
Yes.
got this. We've got the ghoul, Coop, headed to Moldaver.
Right.
We've got the Brotherhood on their way here to pick up the head.
And Maximus
Max and Lucy
have
split.
each with a head to get ahead of the Brotherhood who are after the head.
Yeah. Feels like a pretty smart plan. Max is definitely risking a lot here.
Oh, yeah.
Although he has learned a lot about how to deal with people. So
Right.
I feel like he's going to be a little bit more dangerous to the Brotherhood than they would expect as well. But
Potentially.
We'll see. He might end up being able to just guide them to the head at
Possibly.
a point, and that causes it to be like a hammer of just, steel coming in
Right, exactly.
to blow away any opposition to Lucy even,
Right, because theoretically, Lucy doesn't need the head other than to just get her dad from Moldaver.
Right.
So if he leads the Brotherhood there, that could be the way that they equalize things.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that. But also, Knight Titus said that his squire may have died and
Right.
that he needed a new one. So
Yeah, there's some crime that was done, at least in the Brotherhood's eyes. So we'll
That's
have to
right.
see how that works.
Yep.
But then, the Vault Dwellers of 33 have gone into Vault 32, as well as some staying, of course.
Right.
But then Norm went into Vault 31.
and you sons of bitches.
You saw something, Norm. What did you see?
Right, but you didn't show us what he saw because right now it just seemed like he saw a whole lot of nothing and like a weird noise, like a machine.
Yeah, it sounded like a mechanical machine, like some
But, like-
kind of something looping and stuck in a corner
right
or whatever.
But like, what's going on?
We've got to get some answers, and I'm excited for answers, but I want to be excited for answers in a way that makes me also excited for, like, season 2.
Yes, because I feel like you've got a great foundation here. If you wanted to do
You've
a
got a
season
great
2,
foundation.
you totally could.
I am, in some ways, like, worried that it's too much of a close-up, and it answers so many things that it's like we didn't know if this season would do well.
Right, we do a season 2, but it's going to be completely different characters in a new location, a la
Right.
the Fallout games, or, who knows?
But who's to know?
Yeah.
Who's to say? So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, he's picked up. Pretty straightforward.
Yep. He could pass it off as, oh shit, someone duped me.
Hi, y'all.
Find me.
But yeah, I guess they wouldn't be trusting him because, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. He's not bound in any way. I like
Right.
the pacing for this by like just showing him on it already.
Yep. Like
Just
he
gives me the
fully
vibe
took
that
them
we're
in a
going
different
places
direction.
this
Yeah.
episode. Like we're gonna be moving.
Really clear for lead. The locals put up a fight, but so did we.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Philly's destroyed. Or at the very least, it's conquered.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a flag, though.
You gotta really sell it like, fuck yeah, I brought back the head.
Where's your knight?
He perished.
He's dead.
This is not the first time. A brother in your company has fallen into misfortune.
Whoa.
Please listen to me!
Well,
Please, my lord. My injury was my own doing, not his.
whoa.
It's a display of loyalty. Don't see that much anymore.
Okay.
You think of the first squire who coveted his knight's armor? How did Titus die?
He died running.
Yeah, that's half true.
We once ruled the wasteland. We'll start a new brotherhood with me as its head and the likes of you as its sword.
Okay.
Entire life you've been looking for a home. Build one with me.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this.
All right. Yeah. Made it to the observatory. Look at all these people with guns that Cooper's gonna shoot up.
A ghoul just living here with everybody else.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh shit. This is a good place, maybe.
Fun.
Okay.
Back into the past. Let's see what you learned.
I love you.
Love you too.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Coop.
Okay.
Oh, here you go. You're doing it.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Good to see you, buddy.
Wow.
What's wrong?
My Pip-Boy, it's been acting strange. The transmitter is always activated.
Well, maybe take it over to the boys in IT.
Oh no.
Buds. The basic idea is that the biggest obstacle to achievement has been the brevity of the human lifespan.
Here we go.
Ideally, Buds will keep my project on track centuries into the future. Nifty. huh?
Bud, we're getting
Yeah.
late.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Big day today.
Yeah.
Fig did today specifically.
Fuck.
He's too far for it to work. He has
Maybe.
to go in. Oh no.
It's not gonna work, dude. Just say that
Well,
you need to
this
use
is
the
probably
bathroom.
what causes the separation or the divorce. You know,
Right,
like-
right.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Dad.
Well. Been torturing him or something.
Just keeping him as a pet.
No, probably getting information out of him.
Welcome.
Damn, that's a good looking meal right there.
Whoa.
Join us.
That is one far gone ghoul.
I've had a lot of time to think about this moment. You wouldn't believe the things that went through my head.
Or what did this guy's
Mine
head?
neither.
So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna keep things civil.
Putting it on her food.
Give me my dad back.
Very well.
Well,
First, what if I tell you how I know your father?
ooh,
Who
yes.
he really is.
Yes.
Don't listen.
You think your father was born in a vault. Like you.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. I'll get it, don't you worry. The keys to the future of humanity. Now this is just ridiculous.
Oh, shit.
Alright. This one's it. I'll get it.
It is a Roomba with a brain attached to it.
Yeah.
You share only 50% of Hank McClane's DNA.
his son?
No. No.
What are you?
Initiate Protocol 53. Now, alright, just hold still.
Who are you?
Wait. I won't answer your questions unless you let me inject you with this. Alright. This secret must be guarded. Don't go in.
This is amazing.
Wow.
This is so funny.
Yeah.
And so dark. But like,
Yeah.
What is this place?
Any idea when?
oh my God, we're teasing it out.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Mr. Howard, there's a new guy who works with Barb, Henry. He's a really big fan of yours.
Yes, Henry. He has called the house a few times.
Do you mind if I bring him by just to meet you for a moment?
Of course. Yeah.
Nice. Having someone run interference while...
Right. See if you can hear anything in here.
All of our work, everything that we've accomplished is the result of this fruit-bearing collaboration between like-minded corporations that make America great.
Okay.
Call this what it is, bud. Your sales aren't up to snuff, and you need money.
You're one to talk, Freddy boy. You could lose money running a casino.
Our sales are fine. Sure, rumors of the peace negotiations have set us back a bit, but we're here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh God.
Our vaults have the resources to survive for centuries. Meanwhile, our competitors, every other human who isn't us, will be dead on the surface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time is the weapon with which we will defeat all of our enemies. That is how we will win the great game of capitalism, not by outfighting anyone.
What about outliving them?
If I could perhaps refocus the conversation.
Who was that?
That's what we've invited you here to discuss.
Yes.
And how do we design our vault society so our children have that better future? I suggest we hedge our bets.
Wait! I am the overseer here.
Oh.
The rest of the vault.
This is the rest of the vault.
Oh.
Is this where my dad's from?
You'll never find out.
Oh,
He's gonna find out.
Yep.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
cryo. Okay.
Just a whole bunch of cryo tubes.
So cryo plus immortality.
Yep.
My buds.
Yeah.
America outsourced the survival of this country to the private sector, but it would have been insane to keep a failed nation alive, so we kept Vault Tech alive instead. A well-trained staff of highly supervised junior executives for my own assistant training program.
Wow.
Ed here has an idea for 3 interconnected vaults. But we need more ideas. We need your ideas.
Oh. Oh, so the vault experiments are these people's ideas.
Ah.
Whoa.
We have over 100 vaults spread
That's not a lot.
It's not.
where you can play out your own ideas for how to create the perfect conditions for humanity, whatever you want to do. No one needs to know. And may the best idea win.
What?
So what's Vault 32 and 33? Just people to be controlled?
What? Oh, when you put it like that, sounds downright morally questionable. They're our breeding pool.
Yeah, that's it.
Selected to breed with my buds to create a class of super managers. People with positivity. People who make lemonade. People who will inherit the earth after we've wiped the surface.
Wait, wiped it.
We have been developing a robot that delivers milk to the front door. It's quite intelligent. I would like to see a vault governed by it.
What about using a vault to develop a super mutant soldier using illegal immigrants?
We could pump psychotropic drugs into the air supply.
We could separate parents and children, and only the smartest kids reach adulthood.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of earning potential with the end of the world. But we're talking about making a significant investment based on a hypothetical. How can you guarantee results?
Yep, here we go.
The bomb ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And she suggested it.
Yeah.
I mean, they had probably already thought that through and everything.
Yeah, they've already talked about it and everything.
A nuclear event would be a tragedy, but also an opportunity. Perhaps the greatest opportunity in history.
Oh my gosh.
A true monopoly.
Mr. Howard,
Huge fan. I'm Henry, but everyone calls me Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of an organization that thought they had the answers to all the world's problems.
Oh.
Conflict, and we have war.
Damn.
And war, well, war never changes.
Nice. Nice.
He never told you where he's really from.
Wow.
When he's from. He never told your mother either.
Okay.
All right.
She was kind, loving, curious. Isn't that why you came to the surface, really? Partly to rescue your father, but to know why I took him.
Right. Yeah. Okay, they're getting geared up. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. No kidding.
I was just scared of going to the wilds. I had no idea they'd blame you for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's nowhere safe, Max. And there's no leaving.
Whoa.
I wish there was.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
You see it.
Oh,
You're free
boy.
now. Because you saw the world for the first time, truly as it is.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're mobilizing. They are going.
Oh, my God.
There was a firefight!
Yeah.
Or at least there will be.
Hey, observatory, they'll see him coming from far away.
She deduced that maybe civilization had returned to the surface.
Whoa.
That's when she realized that her husband, the overseer, was hiding things.
Yeah.
Lucy, let's go. Let's get out of here.
So she ran away. Like you did, Lucy. And took her children.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Came after her. And when she decided not to return home, he took the children. And he burned that city to the ground.
Wait.
Shady Sands.
She's lying, Lucy.
How?
That's how Vault-Tec deals with competition. Just like they did 200 years ago.
Satellites that just drop a bomb?
Yeah, it'd have to be some kind of space-related thing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and she remembers this.
Oh, shit.
She's been remembering things like throughout the season.
Yeah, things like seeing the cornfield in the sun, and it's
Right,
like, I guess that was all fake. No, it wasn't.
No, that wasn't.
All I need is for him to give me the code.
Lucy! Look at me! Look at me! Lucy!
That's a lot to dump on her, yeah.
My mother. What happened to her?
She was in the city when the bomb fell.
Yeah.
I think you know.
Deny it, Dad. Deny it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No way.
Oh, fuck.
This is wild.
All right.
The code, Dad.
Yeah, all the other stuff that you could have talked about, completely cutting past it.
Yeah.
Doesn't even care anymore.
No.
And now the Brotherhood's gonna come here and probably just destroy this whole place.
Wild to think that, like, the world could have rebuilt off of this faster.
Yeah.
If they just planned to basically, like,
And
but
that-
dropping the bombs, intentionally setting all this up.
And I love that they bring up the idea that, like, didn't you think it was weird that the ruins of Shady Sands were still so intact after 200 years?
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, are you gonna set them all out, or what are you gonna do?
Meeting you, I actually have to get back home.
You can't go home, son of Hank.
Yeah.
True. That's why I'd suggest you wait it out in your dad's pod. Unless you want to starve to death, not much food in here, except the occasional very large bug. I'd certainly put myself to sleep if I could.
Wow.
Now you're cursed with knowledge. You have to become your dad.
And also trust that the brain's not just going to switch off your pod once you're inside.
He might not be capable of it. He can't even reach the
Okay, fair.
What's he gonna do?
He seems to have some kind of remote control.
Well, I think that's why he went into that little spot there. There's probably like a manual thing that he can push. Because then he could have pressed it from anywhere if it's remote.
She's no different than me.
So she was in another cryotube and just woke up, basically?
Potentially.
I loved your mother. But you stopped being your mother when she left home.
Whoa!
She took you into danger.
They're screwed.
I mean, what is Lucy gonna do? Like,
yeah.
What?
What's Lucy gonna do? What's Max gonna do? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh!
Ah! Ah! Boom! Oh my god! We do have a firefight!
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just killing everybody.
I believe, Lucy. I know. I made the right choice.
Oh. Yeah, they've got these suits, man. Y'all. Whoa! Okay, that's ordnance. Oh. Jeez!
Yeah, the suits might be badass, but like you got an explosion, you'll still be turned to jelly inside it. End the show like it began.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez. It's not like immediately over with the Brotherhood winning. They are actually meeting resistance here. Jeez. Yep. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
It's him.
Oh, nice.
It's Coop.
I bet that outfit makes y'all feel like a big man, don't it?
Hey, yeah.
Well, I know, cause, well, I used to wear one back in the day.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they fix that in this new model. I guess not.
Oh.
Oh,
nice.
Y'all are done.
Oh my god. I love it.
This is cinema. This is amazing.
Yeah. There's gonna be so much friendly fire.
Oh!
Let's go.
God, this is just too much. This is too much.
Yeah, and Mom's there. God.
Yeah, like this is a nightmare. I can't even imagine how alone she'd feel right now.
Oh yeah, no, this is mind break stuff right here.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, just chaos and death happening.
Lucy! Lucy? Lucy, hey.
Hey, I'm her father. Can you get us out of here?
No.
Not with him. What do you mean?
It was him.
What?
It was him.
What was him?
He doesn't care about her at all, yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. Where you... Yep. Yep. All comes back together. Wow. Yeah, the bombs that fell when I was a kid, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
See, you're coming with me.
Bold talk from someone with an exposed head.
Max, wake up.
Well, the gun's there.
You see what this place does to people? I'm your father, Lucy.
You stopped being my father when you killed Mom.
Yeah.
Came all this way for me.
Yeah. And you're not him.
You're not gonna hurt me.
Something his head explodes from the side as the ghoul shoots him. Come on.
Right.
Come on! Yeah!
You want another autograph, young Henry?
Oh!
El Fuerte.
Yes! Ifamal.
Your daughter said her last name was McLean, Will.
Yep.
I've waited over 200 years to ask somebody one question. Where's my fucking family?
Yeah. I got time.
I'll just follow you.
Yeah.
Wake up! Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on! Come on!
Oh.
He's not gonna be dead, right? I mean, it would make sense for him to be dead, but...
You can stay here with him. But when his tin can soldier friends take this place, and they gonna take this place, they will kill you and everybody here.
Yeah, of course. They
Yeah,
lost
it's just
contact.
more.
Everybody, the Zeppelin's coming. The rest of them. Put her out of her misery? No?
Yeah, the gun's not for you.
Well.
Oh. Don't have him be dead.
I'll find you.
Yeah, you just gotta say goodbye for now.
Gonna take the cold fusion.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay. Yeah, so the Brotherhood's gonna have it. Oh.
Good, good. Okay. Yeah, he's alive. Yep, little wobbly.
Yeah.
We did it, Rose.
Damn.
Whoa.
Turn the lights back on for the whole
Whoa.
city. Damn.
Maybe all you can do is try.
Shit, so you've got a whole new world here that could be used, could be...
Oh, hail Maximus, that shall be night hereafter!
Oh, hail Knight Maximus! Oh, hail Knight Maximus! Oh, hail Knight Maximus! Oh, hail Knight Maximus!
All right.
Oh, hail Knight Maximus! Oh, hail Knight Maximus! Oh, hail Knight Maximus!
Yeah, you're not seeing her for a long, long time. Yeah. And me.
Oh, nice.
All right. Where you headed, Dad?
What? What?
Just a city, right? Like,
I thought they were trying to imply that was the Space Needle.
no, that's not the Space Needle. No, it's not even close. No. Also, Seattle would have totally been hit in the nukes. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, it totally
He didn't go from,
Yeah, no, I know.
LA all the way to Seattle.
Right, yeah, that wouldn't
No.
make any sense.
No. No, if anything, he probably did go to an actual city that's nearby LA, but it's like, nearby, not like,
Right.
1,000 miles north,
Oh,
Wow.
man. Okay.
What a climactic finale.
That was...
I mean, they did both. They gave us answers and they set up the
they
future.
set up season 2. I gotta say...
Oh, and this is the location. They're teasing it here a little bit.
Oh.
It's got that spire. Oh! Oh, he went to Vegas.
Got
But
Fallout
it's New Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, damn. Well,
my
they
God.
gave us all the answers.
Yes, they gave us all the answers, and I gotta
A
say...
ridiculous amount of answers.
I gotta say, this was so satisfying to see Bud as a brain on a little Roomba.
Yes.
And at the same time, Bud, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
You couldn't have thought of anything better?
No, I don't think he decided this.
No, I think this was his whole idea. These 3 vaults, that's his...
Well, no, his idea, but specifically a Roomba. You can only do so much with, a robot before it uses too much power and stuff. And
Right, but...
yeah, I love the idea of we're going to win the game of capitalism. Becomes robot...
Yeah,
brain head on Roomba.
You were
Wow.
cooking. You had some good ideas.
Wow.
Ridiculously, heinously immoral ideas, but they were good ideas. This is not a good idea. Like, the fact that I was bringing up, well, no, wait. If you had cryostasis, you'd need someone to manage them, but who the fuck would want to manage them for, hundreds of years?
This dumbass.
Apparently, this dumbass. That's both very sacrificial in that you're like, hey, I believe in the cause, so I'm going to be the one living a shitty life for 200 years and beyond because
I don't know.
like...
He might not feel that way. He's just a brain.
I mean, but the brain still has all the thoughts and everything, right?
Yeah, but what senses does he have?
Well, not a lot right now.
Yeah. So does he feel pain? No. Can he,
Sure, but you could still, even if you don't feel pain... The idea of
But what if you could then choose to feel pleasure? He could be sitting in constant...
self-stimulating himself and just being
on a soft hum, just the rest of being...
I am all of these coming.
Right, he's in just this floating bath of juices that just makes him feel wonderful. Who knows?
That's fair. If they can hook up a brain to a Roomba... Then who's to say what they could? Yeah, you could have the experience be probably whatever you want.
Right.
Okay, fair.
For 200 years,
Yeah,
he's in this little heaven,
Yeah,
and he's more operating on orders and programming than he is actually in thought.
Yeah, he's all right. What was the what's in the manual for how to do the stuff? Okay, wait, why is it not working? Oh my God.
I could not he actually was a Roomba stuck in a spot there, which means Betty probably stuck him over there. I don't know. Maybe he pissed her off enough or something.
Well,
she was the last one to get out, basically.
Well, right, but what it feels like to me is that it's basically the it's the Fifth Element equivalent of he has all the robots, but then he chokes on a cherry pit.
Right.
Yes, and so he's just going around doing his thing, and the fact that there was an actual mop and mop bucket.
Right.
I don't know why exactly.
Well, no, what it probably is when he lets out another person. It's by lottery, and then that person has the specific task of making sure everything's running smoothly.
Sure.
Because their time starts right then.
Right. So clean up this place real quick. Do whatever else you have to do.
Make
and then
contact with the do any manual updates to the Roomba.
Yeah. And so the idea that it was just lying around, and I fully believe that it wasn't even a malicious thing. He just ended up bumping into it. Whoops. Oh well. I guess I'm, always in a perpetual state of pleasure or something, right?
That's my stupid idea.
No, yeah. But I fully believe he would need something like this in order for him to not fully go insane.
Whatever. It's a silly thing here. Don't
exactly.
fixate on it. The idea is just that.
But then he gets stuck there.
Yeah, he absolutely is in on what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But the people in Vault 31 are cryostasis. Young buds, junior executives in training.
My God.
To then be the leaders for these other two vaults.
Right.
And that's it. Vault 31 is just a storage bay for cryostasis. Also, as far as reveals go, this one's kind of like that was one of our ideas. That's fair. But the reveal that the mom, I'm just pivoting hard here.
Yeah.
The reveal that the mom discovered that their water was being siphoned. I love that reveal so much because one, it's a reveal that there's a water deposit of some kind that's naturally gaining water from the, outside or what have you. But it's not inside the vault. Like, it's actually one
they
that
probably have all the power to maintain it or, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's mostly probably filtration and then circling back into it.
Exactly.
But the main point is that they'd be able to measure, like, how much they're getting from it and then how much is currently in it. So the idea that they'd be like, oh, something is siphoning our water supply. Wait, that sounds like what humans would do.
Right. That sounds like civilization, and especially if you look at the amounts that it's being done and the regularity and all that, then it's
So from the one standpoint, you could be like, oh, well, if you don't make contact with the humans, you're going to run out of water at some point eventually. Someone needs to go and figure out a sustainable solution for both parties here. Or maybe that's not it, and you just want to check and see what's going on. I love that Dad, this absolute monster, decided, well, I'm gonna suppress this idea and just be like, no, that's not happening.
Use some good old gaslighting. Yeah.
Right. If they had just, thought a little bit about it, they might have been able to be like, well, let's go and make contact with this very clearly human side of things
because
here.
This is the other thing that's crazy about it, and probably goes to show how much the dad even is just like, I'm operating on what I'm supposed to do and not really deciding things for myself, right?
Oh, totally.
But all right, cool. You're in this situation now. Like a lot of the stuff of the, hey, will the bombs fall, won't they, and all that stuff, right? We're going to make sure the bombs fall.
Right.
Yes, they've got their thing of, we'll be the ones on top of wipe the slate clean, all this stuff about war. But really what it is they're protecting for the fact that they might lose everything that they've worked to achieve.
They're making their own super cult.
They're making their own super cult, right? But the problem is that now you're in the super cult, right?
You're in the cult.
You're in the cult now.
You idiot.
It's not a threat of a bad thing happening. The thing already happened. Going into a society where you're a nobody that's a good society is far better than staying down here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially given that the stuff that they're doing is like cryo stuff, because given that it wasn't explained with Moldaver of how she is, I'm guessing it's a similar thing of her. She also figured a cryostasis spot or whatever, or something like that.
Yeah. There's many things that now fit for her.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not like okay, you're actually immortal without being like a ghoul or something, right? Like, and so you just live forever or anything like that. So that's like the deal here. And so the time that they're spending in these vaults, you can't get those years back, right?
Nope.
And so the idea that you're like, I still think that and the theoretical eventual other people winning at the game of capitalism is worth not me myself going into a pretty dang awesome society.
Yes, again, this is another thing where this is specifically just what Vaults 31, 32, and 33 decided.
Right.
The absolute insanity at that boardroom table meeting to then have them be like, we're going to come up with ideas. And the way they started bringing up specific ones rather than being like, oh, like we never saw any of those ideas played out. Basically just lending credence to the idea that there are other ideas that are crazier. And probably realistically what this is, because this is a video game adaptation, some of those ideas that they brought up are probably actual ideas that players have encountered in Fallout
other games. Yeah.
And so they're mostly just Easter egg references there.
Sure.
But some of them were so as backwards stupid that it's like, wait.
How did this yeah, but I love the idea. I love the idea that the reason this happened is because Vault-Tec was actually short on money.
Right.
Because their stuff wasn't turning a profit. And so they basically got desperate and had to just
sell out humanity.
Be yes men to the
donors,
right? The other corporations.
The sponsors.
The sponsors, right? Mm-hmm. To the point where this whole thing is just clearly like a terrible idea. Like even with the
the alternative is, mass extinction because of nuclear bombs. From their perspective, they're like, we're already past that. That's why Barb was so upset with Coop talking about going to a ranch and wherever, is that she's like, I've already had to sell out my morality to the point where I can have these conversations in boardroom meetings.
Right.
Because the alternative is mass extinction, right?
And let's be real, within that board meeting, probably a big part of it, regardless of money and things like that, is that Vault-Tec is like, we've actually figured out and have it set up so that we will be dropping the bomb ourselves, right?
Well,
to start things off. So,
but they hadn't told anybody that yet.
No, right. Yeah, other than in that boardroom meeting, right?
Right.
And so this is the, hey, no, this is actually happening, right? So it's not we're making it a certainty. So that's also a very interesting way to get people to invest in your business. Not saying that makes the business less meaningful, but it's saying, hey, we are going to fucking ruin your life, and there's a good chance that it wouldn't happen, but we're going to make sure that it happens. Well, you want to give us a bunch of money?
Well, here's the thing there. All the other companies are thinking the same thing. Is like, hey, we can't stop World War III. It's just a matter of when, right? But imagine they're literally doing hey, you know what our projections are for next year of Q1 through 4, 2077 or whatever.
Yeah.
Really good, and it's like,
and then the year after that, none of that shit will matter.
Yeah.
But isn't it cool?
That we can project the same, stuff.
At that point, it's like
hundreds of years.
Right. It's like an idle curiosity. Sitting in idle curiosity for point high scores in a video game. You know,
it's
right?
So
you're
fucked.
Because the thing is, I understand the greed angle, right?
Yeah,
the morality of it, you can talk about that. But the thing is, I understand it.
Right.
But this is no, you're actually just basically not getting anything from this, right?
No.
Other than dealing with the fact that you have the uncertainty and the fear of there might be nuclear war and I might lose everything.
There is going to be nuclear war.
Well, hang on. No, because the peace talks and everything were starting to happen. Now,
right. No, that was the thing of where I think that when the peace talks were starting to happen, they were basically saying, hey, this is getting pushed back. This is at the very least getting pushed back.
Sure, but once you get into the realm of it's able to be pushed back a little bit, then it's can it be pushed back a bit more, right?
Well, right. Again, realistically, the point the show is trying to make is that the war was inevitable. The nuclear war was inevitable. That was the point. I think what they were trying to bring up is that either have the factions competing with each other to the point that they all just start killing each other, which is literally what happened in the Wasteland thing here at the end, or you have the dark evil villain basically going and being like, button, faction's gone. There's only one faction.
But I get that was something that was a part of it, but wasn't the other part of it in that it's oh no, this theoretically could be avoided, but it's only a theoretical, and that's not good enough for them.
Yeah.
And so they're deciding we are pressing the button.
No.
Right?
You're not getting the point here. Is that for them, it's a matter of inevitability that it happens at some point, but they want to time it so that they can get the benefit from it. They're all being just selfish, greedy assholes who are like, oh, so this either happens to me now when I'm 30 or when I'm 40, the world that they're in that they're in this resource war for a decade or what have you.
Yeah.
That to me sounds like things are changing on a yearly basis. We're not seeing maybe in a generation things, will get better or what have you. It's
or even everything goes to shit, but just we got another 10 years.
Well, right, or it goes to shit and it's not nuclear war. Yes, I know.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're able to kind of avoid it.
Right, but obviously the threat of nuclear war is a possibility today in our real world. Like that's actually a possibility.
Exactly.
And so the idea that they were at that point where it's the nation's kind of threat meter is so high.
Right. We're in the middle of the Cuban Missile Crisis,
Yeah, or worse,
Right.
way worse. That it's the at any day it could be run to the shelters. That's the world they've been living in for a long time, not just a couple days. It was so long, in fact, that Vault Tech built itself as a company called Vault Tech. Meaning,
right, and
this
we're
is
able to
that,
build the vaults and do all of that stuff that would definitely not be a short project.
No, it had been going for a long time. So the place that humanity was in makes sense to the point where they are not considering in their culture, in the way that they talk and everything, that there's a possibility that nuclear war is going to happen. It's when the bombs fall, run to your underground shelter, to your vault equivalent, or you will die. That's it. Or, hope beyond hope that you're not in an area that's going to have radiation sickness or something. You have all these people running off to the wilds of Canada.
Exactly.
And Canada's booming as this country or what have you because...
Nobody's going to nuke Canada
Nobody's going to nuke Saskatchewan or something.
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, it's been 200 years. We hear there's ghouls down south. We've never seen them.
Nah.
Right? We're fine up here. Shoot the occasional bear.
It creates the problem all the way enough where Canada becomes like a national power to where Canada then
Canada's
gets
too powerful. We need to nuke them to level the playing field.
This is so dark, but
yeah,
I genuinely think that that's the kind of place that the world was in, where it was never a question of if the peace talks go well, that then the nukes won't go off. It's that if the peace talks go well, cool, we might get another year.
Last joke I want to make about the whole Canada thing is oh no, we might be about to experience a nuclear winter. So another Tuesday.
So another winter, right? Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, I liked the reveal that the dad was basically the one that made the us or them choice.
Right.
The idea that he had access to nuke level stuff is a bit ridiculous, and I don't know what they're implying as to where this nuke was stored or how he fired it or what have you.
I fully think it's a satellite type thing at this point.
It makes sense it'd be a satellite thing, yeah.
And so they just, press a button or whatever, and they're like, okay.
Right. And I think that generally is the thing that tracks here, and it's probably just that, we don't have an unlimited thing of those, so we're only doing this as long as we have actual competition for our people once this whole world resets itself to the Stone Age fully.
And let's be real, they don't have very good surveillance of the world because a sprawling metropolis was able to set up over decades at the minimum, right? And they just weren't aware of it.
Nope.
Right? It's just like...
There's a breakdown in communication. Again, that's the thing, is the idea that there was some kind of we'll compete a little bit to see whose idea wins out here is a hell of an investment
their idea won. Drop a nuke, Let's fix that. Yeah.
Yeah. But the idea that he dropped the nuke...
Free market.
Right. He dropped the nuke in a way that sounds like it's primarily a petty, my wife left me kind of thing.
Right.
But I think the other thing is no, they were taking our resources. And if they were taking our resources...
Eventually they'd just find us, and then
the
vault situation would be compromised, and then I'd lose my power or something.
Well, no, they'd just get strong enough. They'd get more capacity as a society or what have you.
Right, and then it just goes back to that whole thing of, oh no, you might not be able to live in your vault anymore.
Right.
You might have to go outside. Now, to be fair, if he knows of other places that might eventually drop a nuke on this place, okay, that's understandable to be concerned about that. At the same time, they've been building a city right on top of you, and for however long it took to build that big-ass
True.
impressive fucking city, none of that happened, and you're only finding out about it now.
Yeah.
How much less likely is it that anyone in any of the other vaults would find out about this and be like,
Well, they're
we
in
need to
other
take care of
areas,
it.
though.
No, right, exactly, because they're going to be in other areas. So the one that's like close enough to be like, they're taking our water, right? It took us this long to figure it out. People in other places, they're probably not going to ever find out about this city in the
not.
your family's
Of course
lifetime.
not. It's just the thing of where, like you're saying, the guy is so locked into the mindset he had that was probably put into him before he got cryofroze.
Yep.
And that he didn't change with
Right.
this world. And he didn't learn in a lot of ways, even the good things that Lucy learned over the
Sure.
course of being in this, very brainwash-focused
yeah.
vault environment.
Mhm.
But even she was then able to come out of the vaults and be a well-rounded person.
Right.
And change someone else's life and bring them out of a culted, brainwash kind of environment like Max.
See, this is the
So,
problem
yeah.
with like Machiavellian conspiracies to take over the world, is that because you have to keep that shit secret, there's only so much testing you can do. And so while I love the idea of your buds, bud, it needed maybe a bit more like
Time to cook.
time to cook, and
As
fully
purveyors
mature.
of theories that need
Right.
time to cook,
And
yours
maybe-
needed time to cook.
Because clearly it wasn't even that great with the education that you did give them, because
I mean, they also just underestimate humans in a lot of ways as well.
Sure.
The idea that you would have rats in a cage for hundreds of years. That's kind of why I'm like, no, there's no way they were in this area for 200 years. It's like, how's everything not gone to shit yet? Like,
right.
That's just not how human beings work.
Hell, if there really was like that kind of crazy of a reset with like nuclear war and all that stuff,
Sure.
and then there's like a big city that pops up, and you guys actually have information and knowledge of like the old world and everything.
True.
That you're already not fighting fair.
You would have been a bunch of Moldavers.
Right. You would have been a bunch of Moldavers going around, and whatever you wanted, you would have probably been able to work to achieve pretty easily.
So here's the reason why I think that there's something more to it than that, and why
Mhm.
this plan just seems a little bit dumb on the surface.
Yeah.
Is that I think them being frozen is not just them being frozen for the, hey, we'll figure this out or what have you.
Yeah.
But that over the course of time, technology in the vaults will actually get to the point where they'll be able to figure out some of the immortality stuff.
Hence why Vault 4 was so important. And then it's like,
Yeah.
shit, we lost contact with Vault 4.
No, but that's it, is that Vault 4 was actually trying to solve the immortality thing.
Sure, and so it's the vaults buy us time, which is the most important thing, and then while we are on that borrowed time, we are going to then figure out how to get more time.
Right.
Which that absolutely makes sense from
And
the
from
capitalistic
the-
compound interest
Yeah,
perspective.
from the
right?
Machiavellian full setup here, it's something that would eventually probably work.
Right.
If none of the vaults had any issues ever.
And that's where Bud is the cult leader that's also the cult member and full zealot. Bought into this thing.
He bought fully
because he's
into
like,
it.
yeah, I'll be in my brain will be in a Roomba for a bit, but eventually this shit will get figured out and
I'll
it'll be
get cloned
fine.
into a body or something.
I'll get cloned into a body or whatever. It'll be hunky dory. Oh, it's been a while and that hasn't happened yet. Nah, I'll just be patient.
Oh no, a
I'll be
random
patient.
mop appears,
All right, my arch nemesis.
A cat is just sitting on him, just
Right, exactly.
I also think that they really emphasized the point that the corporate greed side of things led to what would be the tiny inefficiencies in specific areas and little bits of oversight that ended up, well, because of poor management, if you will, very pun intended here, led to problems that ended up screwing up their plan to begin with.
Right.
The idea that if humanity needs management, then you need to give proper training so that the managers actually give good management. So you don't end up in a Vault 4 situation.
Right. Where as the dude's about to die, he's like, we are doing it the right way.
We should not be discouraged by the fact that this is going on.
Yeah. Oh God, no, it still is working fine.
I love that because it goes all the way into things like the power suit armor.
Sure.
The idea that, oh, no, they never fixed that problem. because it just wasn't, worth it.
Right. Like, also, I love that they did showcase, beyond when the ghoul shows up and he's like, Coop knows about all the weaknesses and all that stuff, right?
Right.
But that it's just, it's still, it's suit of power armor. It's badass. And when we come in and we're just like, all right, big machine guns, just, bullets, we don't care, right?
Yep.
But like explosions, that shit kind of fucking kills us, if
a grenade gets tossed into our clavicle region here.
Or even not quite that, like, yes, that's the more obvious one, right? But just if our ship gets blown up, we're dead.
Yeah, because we're still flesh.
We're still flesh sacks.
Yeah.
And
bludgeoning damage is really bad.
Yeah, like, it's that whole thing of explosion shockwaves go through objects, right?
Right.
It's the if you are getting blasted away from the thing, you're already jelly. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But Lucy learned the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy's free.
Yep.
She now understands why those little flashbacks happened, because those were not, like...
Yeah,
little
she was
idyllic
blocking out
memories
all
of
the
what
worst
have you.
parts of the flashbacks, but she was still remembering that they were there.
Right, and in some ways, the hope that was in what your mom wanted for you, which was to go be free and be curious and discover. And she did, and was killed. And the reveal that she was a husk ghoul.
That was damn.
That was cruel. And in a lot of ways, Moldaver's a little bit weird, but like the idea of having her there all this time was probably just a way to torment him. Just a way to torment Hank.
Sure.
Just a way to be like, fuck you. You're gonna look at her constantly.
Right.
You're gonna find any shred of empathy so that you can look at her and realize what a piece of shit you are.
And maybe that last little bit of she, like, because let's be real, Moldaver probably got a bit kooky as a result of all the crazy stuff that happened, right?
Yeah.
And so then it's no, we're going to turn the lights back on, honey, right?
Yeah.
And so then it's all right, we did it. We got to, sit in the observatory and look at LA, and the lights came back on.
Right. We're giving humanity, if you will, like a kickstart towards rebuilding things. And the idea that they were able to tap into the, I don't know, whatever was running LA at the time, and give it juice, and have that be kind of a beacon for humanity to then come to this land where you can then kind of survive.
Just seeing city lights, that, like, I love that all the times that Maximus is just like sitting there, and we, no words or anything like that, right? It's just the presence of the shot and the acting that he does and everything.
Yeah.
And just someone experiencing something so wonderful that they've never had before, right? Or not in, more conscious memory.
For sure.
And just because, when any of us see city lights, it's like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That's cool. But, like, if you've never seen anything like that before...
Or if your only connection to city lights was this place you had as a child that's been completely, like, sealed away memory-wise by this traumatic event of being stuffed into a fridge or whatever so that you would live. And then it's we could have that again. I could have a fresh start.
Right.
This is a life that could be a fresh start for... This is a place that could be a fresh start for humanity. Lights means heat. Light means, potentially moving, I don't know, water, or, just the capacity to then have a place of shelter where the elements, the monsters, the everything isn't just automatically, going to ruin it all. But, some faction's going to come and try to claim it. Because they're not going to rip it out of the thing. They're going to be like, well, and that's bring the Brotherhood here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's move everything from the Atlantic or whatever.
Right. And that's where I'm actually very optimistic, because
I'm pretty optimistic too.
Yes, the Brotherhood is, violent and going to use all this to conquer and all that stuff, right? But you are not immune to the caviar, right?
Or you're not immune to the will of the masses. At some point,
sure, that too.
At some point, there'll just be too many people here, and you won't have enough power suits of armor to rule it.
But also just the whole thing that you're doing is doing the stuff so you can conquer and have control and all that stuff to make your life better. Oh, hey, here's a thing that will absolutely be making our lives better. We are now going to be like, and we have it? Fantastic. We are going to do everything we can to protect it because we want the stuff. We don't want other people to have the stuff. And this is a really good thing that we're having, right? You know, it didn't take long for Max to be like, you know, Vault 4 is pretty sick, right? This is great, you know? Yeah. And that's going to happen on like a, you know, times 10,000
with
scale.
humans that have had to survive the wasteland for their whole life. So that's
and so
going to be different.
Yeah, you go to New Vegas, right? Because
you mean the dad?
Well,
the dad went to New Vegas.
No, the dad went to New Vegas, but Coop and Lucy are following.
Well, they're following
him,
him. Yeah.
And so because that might be where you can actually protect this, you know, the you know, all right, the lights are back on, keep another nuke from getting dropped on there again, because the dad is probably going to be going back with stories of like, oh shit, they have cold fusion now, we need to, you know, right?
Oh yeah,
drop another bomb to get rid of it, because that's a big problem.
I mean, honestly, you have bigger problems where you have people that are vault dwellers that know about, and other people that know about cold fusion and what then the vaults are running with, to the point where you could have pretty much any of the overseers or just people that have the ID stuff specifically to be able to bring them to, I don't know, maybe not Moldaver because she's dead, but like to Moldaver's stuff or what have you, and try and learn with what she was able to use to activate it, and eventually you reboot the world. Now, this is a long time in the future kind of thing, but for these Machiavellian scheming fucks, like, yeah, they think that far ahead, at least a little bit.
I will say, I actually do have to give Bud some credit.
Why?
The cover-up in Vault 32 was very well handled, very well executed, and, you know, that probably did require some actual leadership, and I'm guessing you didn't do it yourself, because there's only so much a Roomba can do.
So here's the part that's funny.
So he
here's the
brought
part that's
like,
funny.
you know, 24 people out, and it's like, all right, quick, we need to.
No. What if that was how, you know, Moldaver ends up basically like. Well, no, that doesn't work. No, I was just gonna say that basically it's the. No, I don't really have anything for that. But anyway, the funny part is to me is Norm was talking to him at the time.
Yeah.
To little Bud,
Bud, yeah,
but just the way in which he spoke, I'm just now hearing it on the voice when he's typing it on the computer here.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, that's a good point. I'm still not entirely sure how everything went down with Moldaver getting, I guess. Because she just had the Pip Boy.
Yeah, had the Pip Boy and
had the Pip Boy from the. No, it's that simple.
Yep.
Right.
But
and because Vault 31 is connected to Vault 33, they don't have to necessarily interact. Oh, right.
No, so Moldaver was just a person from another vault that were like, all right, cool, we can restart civilization. They did.
Yeah.
And that's why she was there. Right? And then, nuke. And it's like. We did it. We won.
Well, no. She had to have gotten out from after being, you know, stored or something.
Right. She was cryoed somewhere and then was brought out. Right.
Right.
But she did live in the big city.
Yeah.
So
she could have been. She could have been Vault. She could have been Vault 4, potentially.
Okay.
Like a person that instead of getting experimented on.
Oh, she was like one of the scientists that was there or something like that?
Yeah, or no. Like she was somebody that actually like was put under. Like she was.
Well, right. She was definitely put under because otherwise she wouldn't like be alive right now, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know, fun stuff. Lots of questions we can still go into season 2 with. I like that they're setting it up for season 2. There's a lot of conflicts that I feel like have a lot of promise there.
And apparently this was pretty successful, so season 2 is possible.
I think it's going to happen.
Well, I mean, they definitely set up what it would be about, like where the location would be, or locations, and what the conflict would be. But yeah, Waltz and Goggins killed it. Absolutely.
Fantastic job.
The voice, the actor for Lucy was also phenomenal.
Yeah.
Loved a lot of her quiet, more entirely just facial acting moments in this episode.
Oh yeah, she definitely had that whole like, hey, you just had something so unbelievably awful just dumped on you. All right, we're rolling. Just
hang
sort
on.
of,
Just hang on to something. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. I loved the bit of how the dad just used the "I'm her father, let me out," and because she's so in shock, she doesn't, tell him, "Wait, no, don't do that." Like that was great.
Yeah, there was. I will say there were a couple just little convenience things like that made this episode feel a little bit like, okay, we're gonna breeze past a couple things here, like the power suit armor coming in specifically with a person with their head gone. But then he gets into the armor, takes the body out,
and
and does it all quietly and everything because it's off screen.
And he knows how to operate the armor.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily make that as a
okay.
That's the kind of thing where it's the we already know it's a Vault Tech thing, so it doesn't really or it's a Robo Tech or whatever. There's already been some it's probably not super complex as far as that.
But like
there's a lot of little things like that this episode that just allow the plot to keep going.
Right. The suit coming in with the head blown off, I thought that was a nice touch as far as like atmosphere and everything and tone. But the fact that then it made something very different plot-wise happen, it's like, okay. And he got the body out.
Right,
and all
but then also the suit getting in here when there's still a fight going on out there. So how did the suit get in here? I don't know. It just felt like the fight was kind of... I didn't understand when they were winning or losing or who was winning or losing. And
exactly. People just sort of came out from there as needed.
Yeah. It felt like a sitcom, basically, where just people can walk through that door whenever the
it kind of was.
Just kind of needs them to be there. So, if anything, this episode, the fighting felt like it was pushed aside pacing-wise, which I think is a decent decision, so that we can have a lot of more of these intense conversations.
Yes.
And I could feel that if anything, it felt like this episode needed another 10, 15 minutes, just in general.
I liked the thing with the friend from the Brotherhood covering for him. And then the reveal that, no, they actually did that to themselves because they knew that was the only way they could get out of being a squire.
Right.
And they did not want to go into the wastes.
No. Now, they could have lied.
They could have.
Like that.
Originally, I thought that they did, and they were just lying and saying that to basically save their friend.
Right.
And then it's I don't know, I totally just made that up because, I was wanting to save you, but yeah.
But yeah, everybody survived.
Yeah. Also, I'm glad that the
Moldaver didn't, but
Moldaver didn't. But I'm glad that the hit from the suit on Maximus actually fully took him out.
To
the point where it's like, okay, we're worried he's dead, and he doesn't just wake up, right? Like, no, he is. He is. It was a bit, know.
Yeah, that's one of those things as well, where it's the
narrative.
He knows where these suits are. He gets hit, but it's not actually life-threatening at all.
Right, it's not the crushed foot.
Well, he doesn't do what I would call the smart tactical thing of leaping backwards, just.
Oh yeah, that was weird how that whole engagement happened.
Why would he run towards him?
Yeah, the dude has an exposed head. It's like, okay, cool. I know how slow those things are. Awesome. I just pull a brawn and scamper away, and then pistol, boom, done. You're dead.
Right now, he did kind of have all this happen.
Right, it was very split second.
While he's getting the reveal here, but the idea to go towards him,
right, as opposed to
if you look at this right here, yeah.
Let
me see, right here. Yeah, he comes towards him with the gun. What was he trying to do? Punch him with the gun?
Yeah, that's
that was really dumb.
That's one of those things where guns are almost never used properly.
I feel like in this world, it's important that you use the weapons and materials in this world properly.
Yes.
Because we don't know what they are. So anytime we do know what they are, it's extremely important you use them well. Because you can get away with all that stuff for the things that we don't understand.
And this isn't just something that we know what it is, but the character specifically is very familiar with the suits and with guns and how to use them. And yeah,
this was like the kind of stuff where I'm like,
It's like it happens quickly, and so we're supposed to kind of just forget about how that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it makes it so that then Lucy has the decision, which, hey, you know, she has the most emotional attachment, so, you know.
Yeah, and it leads
like
to badass...
narratively that, you know, feels cool.
It also makes it a badass moment for, you know, Coop to come in, getting the line and stuff after having just barely missed his head here. Which, again, another example of where he narratively conveniently misses the shot when he, like...
No, I think...
he kind of just does this a lot of the times and just hits exactly where he needs to.
Coop or...
Coop, yeah.
No, I think the graze there was very intentional. It's the...
Oh, sorry, you're right, because he needs him to lead him to where they're going to go.
Exactly,
yeah.
You know.
I'm sorry, I'm...
Right. But I was definitely expecting it to be something because I'm like, okay, Coop's gonna, you know, come in and and I was thinking he was just gonna in like the dude's own blood, just like signature on the armor or something like that, and be like, you know,
maybe.
But yeah, cool stuff.
Definitely a finale that gave me more answers than I needed, and I'm proud of that. Like that.
Yes.
That's a fun finale to end up giving us more than I expected, because I was feeling very much like this will be something akin to like almost like Lost, where it'll be like, and now we're gonna have more questions.
Right. And
I'm
exactly.
like, yeah, we do have more questions, but
they're different questions, and we answered a lot of the old ones.
Well, I would say we have less questions now than when we started this episode.
Total number of questions gone down.
The
questions that we got are now like we do have new questions, but we don't have more questions.
No.
Yeah.
And maybe there are more that I'll think of, but right now
a lot of them were answered.
A lot were answered here.
Yeah. But I also like the whole bit of the person that's it felt very Deal or No Deal of like the shadowed dude that's up there that's like overseeing everything, you know? And it's like, all right, cool. So if we want like a single person to be like the main antagonistic figure or head of Vault Tech or something.
Sure, but
cool. Because it wouldn't make sense for Bud to be that person.
No, it definitely isn't Bud. That was just a typical meeting with company representatives and stuff. But there doesn't need to be a super head or what have you.
Sure.
You know, it's just Vault Tech had other experiments, had other vaults, had other places or what have you. And the fact that, you know, Hank is going here specifically and not anywhere else means there's something here that's probably more than just a vault, you know?
Right.
So... excited for that, but y'all, thank you so much for watching these shows, reactions, and discussions.
Yes.
If you want to see the next show's reaction and discussion for the first episode, right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about other shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.